This is exactly right.
When a charming neurosurgeon rode into Frontier Town selling a persona of confidence and care, patients trusted him.
He wore cowboy boots in the operating room and became sought after by patients.
He promised to heal them. Instead, he left a trail of broken bodies.
This is a story of greed, betrayal, and a fight for justice.
Listen to Dr. Death, the Cowboy, wherever you get your podcasts, or binge the entire series right now, only with Audible. Goodbye. Capture your favorite summer feeling with Pandora Jewelry.
Discover a collection inspired by the sunshine, freedom, and moments that make the season unforgettable.
From sun-kissed metals to personalized pieces ready to be engraved with your summer mantra.
Each design moves with you from beach days to golden nights and every memory in between.
Shop Pandora Jewelry's new summer collection in-store or online at pandora.net and let your summer unfold. Goodbye.
Summer is for adventures, road trips, and adding a whole lot of miles to your car.
That's why it's worth stopping at Valvoline Instant Oil Change first.
Their trained techs help you get road trip ready with an oil change and an 18-point maintenance check included with every oil change, checking your tire pressure, wipers, lights, and more.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change techs complete over 270 hours of training, so your car's in capable hands.
Best part? You can stay in your car and you're in and out in about 15 minutes.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Change wisely.
Goodbye.
Let's start.
Now?
Let's start right now.
Let's start right now. Fireworks. Baby, you're a firework. Whole building collapses.
Someone on some social media site said that they almost got in a car accident when they heard the firework because they thought it was a gunshot.
Oh, no.
I know. Sorry, we were just as scared as you were.
We were more scared because as loud as it was on the podcast, it was fucking 15 times louder in real life.
Yeah. You're fine. Sorry.
It was very, very scary, surprising, and to me, funny.
It's hilarious. It keeps happening, though, so it might happen again tonight.
And what is it, September? I mean, how much longer?
I don't know. So prepare yourself and your dogs, because I'm sure some people's has, they were like, thunder jackets off, but.
I tried to put a thunder shirt on George one time.
Yeah.
And when I came home, it was eaten.
Yes.
It was like ripped to shreds and parts were gone.
I know that well. That
She's
happened.
like,
I put a collar on my cat once and came back and it was like, here's what I think of it.
Yeah. Get fuck yourself.
Get fuck. I mean, I wouldn't want a fucking collar. I mean, I guess I did when I was 14 and thought I was punk. I wore a collar.
I mean, that was the 90s, right?
It was, wasn't it?
It was all about cat collars and shit back then.
Yeah.
Fake punk rock.
Totally. I still have mine. It still smells like Victoria's Secret apple body spray.
No. Oh, no.
Yep.
You mean sorrow?
Yeah. Yep.
It still smells like ecstasy.
Yeah. Hey, how are you? How was your week? What's going on?
Hi. I've just been working.
Oh, this is my favorite murder.
Oh, guys, listen.
I mean, I figure if you press play on this, you probably know that.
If you're one of those rando people that just goes through iTunes and picks different podcasts and hits play.
No one's ever done that, right?
No, I seriously doubt it. But welcome if you're that one person, if you're the lone wolf.
Hi. And if you're new to this, I'm Georgia. That's Karen.
I'm Karen. This is my voice.
Karen was the one singing.
I do that because it's my passion.
It's her passion, and she's good at it. And I'm not.
I disagree.
That I'm bad? You disagree that you're good at it?
I disagree that you're bad at it.
Thank you.
Because I've heard you do it jokingly, and it's not bad.
Oh, yeah.
It's not.
I guess the secret is not to try.
Or care.
Yeah. That's true.
Of life, right?
Of anything.
Yeah, of anything at all.
Speaking of, last episode, I read a hometown murder at the end that caused me to need to talk about it during therapy.
No, the punk rock finger one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's heavy.
And I skimmed over the middle for everyone. I kind of told you a little bit about it, but I accidentally read the whole thing to myself.
Yes.
And it was so awful. And for like a week, I kept picturing the girl who had gotten killed in a way that like I haven't I've been pretty good at like being okay with this topic that we talk about and study all the time.
Yes.
But that one really fucked me up.
I bet. Well, the idea that it's this girl alone at a concert.
No, her finger was at a concert. She was hitchhiking.
She was, okay. God. That's a bad
This
mistake.
is how much I couldn't read it. It's like I just didn't tell any of the details.
But was she hitchhiking alone?
She was hitchhiking alone, got picked up by 3 guys
Okay.
like her age. I can't remember if she knew them. I know. It was the 90s.
She didn't know them if she was hitchhiking. She didn't know them.
Yeah. It was just
Unless you're saying unless they were she
like
knew them
in
from
town. Yeah. But
Still.
it's like I started picturing all the times that I have done things that stupid when I was younger, and why was it her that happened to, and how horrifying those last few minutes were, and what, like, I just go there.
Yeah. I understand.
But my therapist really helped me, so now I'm better.
What'd she say? Just give us some overalls.
Well, I have this problem with like daydreaming so deep that I'm there.
Yes.
And I don't even notice it. And so she says, before you get into those daydreams, you just give yourself a second of awareness that you're going into them before that happens. It'll rewire your neurons and it won't just like be true. It's like a moment of clarity. And then you can do it. You shouldn't. And then also, since I'm gone mentally, to be like, what does that lamp look like? What are my hands touching right now? What does this feel like? Just to be really present in the moment.
so you can tell the difference between imagining something that you think may have happened in reality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not in reality anymore.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so like just point out things in your brain that are actually in front of you and happening.
That's good.
Yeah.
I would add breathing on top of that. I constantly hold my breath.
Me too.
And I just have to remind myself and do weird, like deep,
Yeah.
just simple breathing
Like
because
you're
I'm
gone and breathing isn't even part of it anymore.
No. And holding my breath makes me feel like I'm going to get through it better.
Yeah.
Or something. And that's,
Or almost like you're pausing reality.
yeah.
And so breathing isn't even part of it.
I do that so much, but oftentimes it's to fight with people in my head,
Oh, I do that too.
like to present arguments.
And you're really good at it in your head.
So good at it in my head.
And they listen because you're right.
And I move them with my words.
Yeah. And they stop acting like dicks.
Yeah, that's all completely fantasy. The idea that any of that is how it works is
Right.
total fantasy.
The reality is you're just crying and angry and then can't say anything. And then
And you kind of, the words come out like this a little bit. I just want to say, and look, here's the thing. I understand.
why can't we be sociopaths?
Staring down, unblinkingly staring at
No
a person while you're like,
feelings.
I don't forgive you.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like this is not an official thing, as is every other thing I say on this podcast. Not an official thing ever.
This is the unofficial corner.
Oh
with
my
Karen.
God, someone pointed out and made a fake graph. This made me laugh so
God,
hard
what?
on the Facebook page when I made the correction. I said when I made the correction, 1 in 4, I said that 1 in 4 people were sociopaths and my correction was 25% of people. Someone made a graph and it made me laugh so hard.
That is amazing.
Oh shit, people. Everyone is so funny.
There. So here's a good segue into the presents we just got. I'm holding a cold beer to the stab wound that I gave myself.
Okay, can I just explain this very quickly? So Georgia had a little pile of presents waiting for me when I got home to her apartment from work. No, this isn't my home. And it was like, I waited for you so we can open these up.
Yeah.
We wanted to open them off air so it wouldn't take forever.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them I opened too because Georgia was slightly afraid they could be a bomb or something dangerous.
So it's like Karen's face.
So I was like, I'll go ahead and take the hit.
I mean, you're off camera talent, you know? So I need this fucking...
I can have the eye patch.
Yeah, all you need is your brain.
And I would love for my teeth to be blown out. So I
Right.
can get some awesome veneers.
I was doing a
Anyhow.
favor. Yeah.
So I did the first 2 and Georgia was like, she picked up the third one and I said, do you want me to open that? And she was like, I can do it. I'm not that insane or whatever it
I
was
was like,
you
fuck
said.
anxiety.
And then she went to open it and stabbed herself in the bare leg with a pair of scissors. And I have to tell you, as painful as I'm sure it is, it's
hurts.
also hilarious.
It's one of those things, and this happens to me a lot, where I'm glad it happened because it's worth it. Like I run into stuff all the time and like do dumb shit, and I'm like, I'm so glad that happened.
Yes.
That's humor and life.
Instead of just when you look down and have a rando That's the second time I said that word, and I've never really said it before at all.
Interesting.
What's going on? What teen boy am I trying to impress? When you look down and there's just a huge bruise for no reason, where you're just like, does this mean I have blood cancer?
Yeah.
Why?
The majority of my bruises I don't remember getting, and it's not because I'm constantly drunk. I'm not.
You're not.
And I mean, when I'm drunk, I'm smooth as shit too. Like, I'm good. I'm much better in person when I'm drunk than
When you're drunk, what I notice is that you seem to just enjoy every single thing that goes on.
Really?
Yeah. You just have a big smile on your face and you think everything's kind of funny and like enjoyable, it seems like.
Yeah, I like, I think I like understand moments so much better and understand people and get life better.
Yeah.
Which is like so unhealthy, but
You have a good
I think
time.
maybe I'm not anxious. Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm amused and not anxious.
Deep down underneath.
Yeah.
When you use beer to uncover your true personality.
Yeah.
Well, we got some
Oh my God.
amazing gifts. We just had it like a baby July Christmas.
Dude,
What was that?
that was someone slamming the door, but
Okay.
it sounded like a gun.
That sounded like a half firework to me.
Yeah, it did. All
All
Where do we
right.
start?
We got a beautiful card that's the sparkliest thing.
It's gorgeous.
With a really funny, cute joke on the front and really great printing inside.
Beautiful printing.
The kind of printing I wish I could do, but I
too.
don't understand why that looks the way it does.
I might do this. I might trace over the handwriting later. It's so satisfying. Have you ever tried that?
I've never done it. This card is from Emily and she just said a bunch of lovely things and it's basically a thank you card for our podcast, which is the cutest thing of all time.
She was raised well.
Girl, and she likes a card.
We would like to thank her parents for this card.
Mr. and Mrs. Emily's parents.
Right. Move on to the next one.
Then we got from Candace. She sent us this really fucking rad. She's going to start doing murder zines. And the first one is, the murder zine is called The Matilda Effect. And the first one is about Frances Glessner Lee.
They're women in science scenes.
Oh, I thought they were murder.
No, they're women in science.
Women in science zines. Sorry. But the first one, is about a woman who, did she want to be a cop? Did that card say?
Yeah, she wanted to be a scientist. She's basically, if you guys have seen the documentary, The Nutshell Studies, where this woman way back when really wanted to be a doctor or a nurse, and she wasn't allowed to because of her family. I think she was from a wealthy family. So instead she started to make detailed miniature models of composite crime scenes. So she just made miniature crime scenes so that cops could study them without screwing up the crime scene. And she's just had this huge effect on crime scene procedure. And she's incredible. I love Candace. You can get these at Smut Punks. It's SMUTPUNX.com. And she makes other buttons and stuff, and she just makes shit. And I haven't seen a fucking zine in real life in so long.
I know.
Did you ever make a zine?
No, I never did.
I made a zine for, it was like a tribute to Ray Bradbury and Delight.
Combined?
Yeah.
Wow. Because those are the two things you like.
That's what I liked when I was 16. So seeing a zine is like exciting.
It's very cool.
And I think we should all support zines.
You know what I did was I just assumed that Candace made a zine for all the things I like instead of what she's interested in, women in science. This was, it was specifically for me.
Well, it is a true crime
subject.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
fascinating. If you get, it's called The Nutshell. What's the documentary called?
The Nutshell Studies.
You got to watch it.
Death. Yeah, it's great. Candace,
fascinating.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Please keep remaining to be a badass.
Then we got,
oh my God,
this amazing puzzle from Holly. She said, Karen and Georgia, thanks so much for sharing your favorite murders. I made a puzzle about mine. Thought you might like it. Like it?
Yeah.
We fucking lost our minds.
I'm so excited. I kind of begged Karen for it.
It's a 3D puzzle of H.H. Holmes' murder castle in Chicago, which is the best thing of all time. So I think everybody probably knows, but if you just started liking true crime,
right?
H.H. Holmes, I think they're going to make the Devil in the White City movie with Leo DiCaprio.
That's right. I think you give her. Oh, and you can get this at, where can you get her?
The puzzle?
Yeah, wait. Okay. You can get hollycarden.com. So it's HOLLYCARDEN. And I think she's going to start just making true crime puzzles.
It's amazing.
I cannot wait to make this. I'll take photos.
It's very cool. So anyway, she started off with H.H. Holmes' Murder Castle, which
tits.
you can watch the movie. It's the best story ever. If you get creeped out by premeditated, planned psycho murder, this is the story for you. And I would do it, but they did it on Last Podcast on the Left.
I know. I'm not.
It's been done a lot.
It's been done a lot.
And it's very well known, and a movie's going to come out.
Yeah.
So it got taken care of in our minds.
Then finally.
Oh my God. And then finally, Bethany, Bethany Jones, I'm assuming these people are okay with their names being said.
Yeah, I think they want a shout out, which they will absolutely get.
So Bethany Jones is from the Base Element Makeup Bath and Body, I would call it, company. And she sent us, her card says, I hope you like your namesake lipsticks. I loved creating them while listening to your podcasts. All of your podcasts, one after the other. I twitch. And fittingly, when I was done, my kitchen looked like a murder scene and I was smeared red to the elbows. I've got a bit rock and roll and made the skull bath bombs in your honor too. See what an inspiration you are. Stay sexy, don't get murdered. It's so awesome. This box smelled, we could smell the bath bombs from outside.
That's how I knew it wasn't a bomb, because I feel like they wouldn't go to the trouble of making it pleasant.
A soapy bomb.
Well, it was a bomb. Oh my God, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, that's right.
Fuck.
You were right. See, you were right all along.
I'm psychic.
But bombs can be good.
Bombs can be good.
So we just got a shit ton of lip gloss and lip balm and lip scrub and eyeshadow.
Like, a lot of them are named, like, have quotes from the podcast. There's a fucking lip balm called Elvis Want a Cookie. And once we got excited and exclaimed that when we saw it, Elvis lost his fucking mind because he thought he was getting one. So I had to give him one.
Yeah, we kept saying Elvis. I won't say it again.
I know, he's right here.
But yeah, our names are on lip balms. This is right up my alley.
So she's going to make them. She just wanted us to get the first ones, which is so fucking cool.
Yeah.
So you can go to the Base Element at Etsy.
Yeah.
And buy Murderino and non-Murderino.
You guys, we can have our own makeup line.
Fucking love this podcast
From Bethany. It's so cool. It's very cool. Thank you for our gifts. Totally worth it to open you up to danger.
I know.
And get that P.O. box. Hey, look, that's plenty of presents. That's plenty.
I'm okay with the P.O. I talked to my therapist about it. I really fucking lost my shit this last week. I talked to her about it. I got some pepper spray. The reality is it's not going to what are the chances that's going to happen? It's not.
Then I get scared when you say that.
Karen!
Sorry.
All right. If you really, really want to find it, and if you actually have something that you're making that's like legit, you can have the P.O. box.
Also, there's 80 million ways to contact us so that you could probably say, hey, here's what I'm going to send you.
Totally.
And here's a copy of my driver's license so that if I do harm you in any way.
Right. And now we have evidence.
Can be contacted. Evidence. It's all on the internet.
So that was present.
That was Present Corner.
What we call Present Corner.
We do have some other housekeeping.
Oh yeah, I have a couple things. Okay,
really
quickly, and then we'll get to my favorite murder. We want to promote two shows that we're going to be guests on. One of them is coming up on the 27th of July. It's next week. It is our friend Jamie Lee, who's a very funny comedian. She and her husband, Dan, have a live show called Date Night, and we're going to be guests on it on the panel.
The 27th, you said?
The 27th.
That's Wednesday.
8 p.m. at UCB Franklin. So if you live in LA, it's the good UCB, not the stupid one on Sunset.
Oh, careful.
Is that okay? Everyone knows that, right? I love UCB. I'm sorry. Susan, who works at UCB, who I love. I'm sorry.
Listen to me, Susan.
I love you. And then we're gonna be guests on the 200th episode of The Dollop, and it's a live show, and we're gonna be guests.
We're the two guests with Dave Anthony and Gareth Reynolds. The Dollop is a very popular bi-weekly history podcast where they tell the craziest stories.
I'm so fucking excited for this. It's at the Meltdown, of course, in Los Angeles. It's on August 16th. It's at 7 p.m. It's going to fucking sell out. $12 tickets.
Oh, yeah. And it's 7 p.m. show, which anytime I'm booked on a 7 p.m. show, I'm I either miss it entirely or 7 minutes before it starts, I remember that it's 7 and not 8. So
and the whole time you're like, I hate you. What the fuck is wrong with?
Yes.
So do you want me to remind you a couple times?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes. If you would do that, that would help me a lot.
You got it. And then, so that's promotion corner. And then
Podfest is coming up September 23rd.
Yeah,
That's a future.
So far away.
That's a future one. It's that weekend of September 23rd. We're not sure which day we are booked yet, but I think the way it works is that you buy a pass for like either a day or the weekend. But they've done it now a couple years. I think this is either the third or fourth year, and it's super fun and very cool. Yeah. And they get amazing podcasts.
I've always wanted to be on it. I've been secretly like, I hate the popular kids, and then I'm like, oh, the popular kids want to hang out with me. Oh my god, that's so cool. I'm in with the popular kids.
Then when you get in with the popular kids, you're like, what a bunch of fucking nerds.
I miss my nerdy friends.
It happens every time.
We at some point need to talk about how we went to the live last podcast on the Left Show.
Can we talk about it right now?
Really? Yeah. Let's talk about Karen and I this past weekend. Thanks to fucking Mark. So Vince, my husband is friends with all of them from comedy
from New York.
From New York. And I kind of was like, hey, will you ask Marcus, who he's a good friend, Marcus Parks, what t-shirt company they use to get their shirts printed? But it was totally just a ruse to get him to fucking know about the podcast. And he said to Vince, oh, I didn't know that's your wife. I love the podcast. Tell them thank you so much for all the shout outs. And then we both just collectively lost our minds.
Yes.
And
Georgia texted me that he said that, and it was like a 6 text exchange of freak out.
Yeah. And then he gave us tickets to their live show that was last weekend, and we went. And
oh my God. It was, if you like that podcast, it was 5 times funnier in person. They showed this crazy old, was Swedish or Swiss?
It's called Hexed.
Hexum?
It was a silent movie about
witches.
Like the terror of wishes. And who was it William Burroughs? Who was the speaker? Anyways.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
And the old drug addict guy.
Yeah, who just is I don't know why he narrates anything. It's terrible. Someone's going to get real pissed about me saying that.
What'd you just say?
That it was a terrible narration.
Yeah, he's on heroin. Yeah, he's not good at voiceover. Okay.
Well, then they just told jokes over, or like talked about it over it, and it was so funny. And they're all like the fucking nicest dudes.
And their jokes were hilarious, and it was very cool. And there was the whole place was sold out. It was a huge crowd who were going bananas.
Yeah.
So anyone who's a fan of the last podcast on the left, you would have been very proud.
Yeah, and yeah, turns out they're awesome, and you are correct.
Yep. Goodbye.
Bye. Thank you. No, and also we have an Instagram account. Go to it. Follow it. Instagram.com/myfavoritemurder. There'll be photos of all of the shit we got. Lots of other shit. I post a lot of stuff up there. Where did you go just now?
Deep inside.
I saw it.
I'm a little warm because we had to shut the apartment down for recording purposes, which is good. But I got a little warm. And then I'm just, to be totally honest.
Oh, no.
No, it was a good thing. I'm just excited about the pants I'm wearing. I swear to God.
I literally was going to say, well, you can take your pants off if you want, if you're hot.
No, I'm excited because they are kind of thick, but I just haven't worn them in a long time.
Tell us about your pants.
It's a real victory.
Let's tell everyone about the other person's outfit. You have these cute jeans on.
They're just old Lucky jeans, but I stopped eating sugar and now I can wear all my old clothes again.
How do you feel? You look fucking incredible.
Thank you. I feel 1,000 times better.
You seem like awaker.
I'm much more awake and I'm less infuriated at all times.
Also, it turns out that you have the sharpest cheekbones I've ever seen anyone have in my life. I didn't know.
Well, they were way under all my fat face. I just needed. I was taking a 5-year break from society, and so I decided I'm coming back now.
Yay,
and
welcome.
so I get to wear small pants and shirts that I actually like.
I can see your arms.
You can see my tan arms.
They're
Every
tan.
time I look at my arms, I think of you freaking out how tan my arm looked that
You're
day.
very tan. You have a low cut. I mean, for us,
Yeah.
for girls like us, low cut V-neck.
It's very low cut.
It's like not.
And my whole red bra is showing.
Yeah.
No, just kidding.
Summer means a whole new world for your feet.
They're walking more, sweating more, and going barefoot all day long.
For summer feet that need real comfort, there's Bombas.
Bombas has a whole line of sport-specific socks for golf, yoga, the gym, and every kind of runner.
They also make soft, supportive compression socks that are especially great for summer travel.
Bombas sandals and slides are made from super lightweight, cushy, waterproof EVA foam, so they feel incredibly comfortable.
And the best part? For every item you buy, Bombas donates an essential clothing item to someone facing housing insecurity, with over 200 million donations and counting.
I wore my Bombas compression socks on the plane ride to and from Italy. And listen, I'm a girl of a certain age at this point. It needs to be done. And I felt so comfy and so secure with my cute little Bombas socks.
So head over to bombas.com/MFM and use code MFM for 20% off your first purchase.
That's BOMBAS.com/MFM, code MFM at checkout. Goodbye. In the summer, healthy habits are easy to keep until you leave the house.
You walk out the door, and the next thing you know, you're barefoot and feral in a gas station candy aisle.
That's why Kachava makes it easy to maintain your routines.
Kachava is an all-in-one nutrition shake, and now it comes in new travel packs.
Every packet gives you a simple shake with protein, fiber, vitamins and minerals, greens, probiotics, omegas, electrolytes, and more.
They're easy to toss into a bag, easy to take on the road, and a simple way to stick with your normal wellness habits, even when your schedule changes.
Man, that Kachava matcha in the individual packs is like my dream snack. It's exactly what I need and want in between the not great meals I'm eating for lunch and the snacks I would have had anyways that are terrible for me. This is something I feel like I'm treating myself when I take.
You're treating yourself to vitamins, fiber, all these things that your body really wants and needs and kind of craves that it does seem like it takes a big effort to get. So now you're getting it all in one packet and in a little drink you like.
Take your daily ritual with you.
Go to Kachava.com and use code MFM for 15% off your first order.
That's Kachava, KACHAVA.com, code MFM. Goodbye. If you're always on the lookout for a great audiobook or just want help figuring out what to listen to next, there's a podcast you should know about.
It's called Earsay, the Audible and iHeart Audio Book Club, hosted by Cal Penn.
Each episode takes a closer look at some of the most talked about new audiobooks on Audible, spanning a wide range of genres from sci-fi and literary fiction to rom-coms, thrillers, and comedy.
Cal is joined by guests who dig into what these stories are about, what makes them stand out as audiobooks, and why they're connecting with listeners right now.
If you're looking for your next listen, this is a great place to start.
Listen to Earsay, the Audible and iHeart Audiobook Club on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Goodbye.
Cool.
Georgia's wearing a romper, a sleeveless romper, strapless romper.
I'm just showing everything.
She kind of is, it looks like she has an old-fashioned bathing suit on.
Yeah.
That's our girl, though. She's a naturalist, and she's body proud.
I just also sweat a lot, so I just wear as little as possible around.
I mean, Los Angeles is in front of our eyes turning into a desert.
It is.
It's fucked.
Turning back into a desert.
Back in. Yeah, the Earth is taking Los Angeles back into its natural form.
This whole time I thought that global warming wasn't a thing. And then...
Now you're convinced?
Now I know.
Because of your romper, the number of rompers that you have to buy and wear?
I think it's a conspiracy that Target is playing to sell rompers. And it's working. Hey, do you want to talk about our favorite murders?
We might as well. Skippers, come back to us. It's time.
I think you're first.
Is it me?
I think so.
The murder that I chose this week.
Yes, Karen.
In my favorite murder. Is one that's always, it's been one that the first time I read it, I would have to turn my eyes away from the page because it is, horrible and horrifying, but also there's an underpinning of salaciousness to it that I thoroughly enjoy. Mm-hmm. It's about Mary Bell, the child killer.
Fuck yeah.
The childhood child killer.
Yes.
Now, what I realized in looking through my research searches today, from weeks ago.
Right, for when all that research you've been...
just piles and piles. Every night I go to the city library, like Morgan Freeman, and I let the guy play.
It's the same one from the first Ghostbusters movie, right? The big, huge, cavernous, ghosty.
Yes.
That's
I go down in the basement where the very old, dead ghost librarian is.
Microfiche is involved. You scroll microfiche.
Just for hours.
Hours.
So in the pictures of Mary Bell, which we should put up on the Instagram page.
I will.
That's what I look like when I was little. Exactly. So I've always had a bit of a connection to Mary Bell. In certain ways, but I also know,
like
and we
murder.
got called out. I think it was on. I can't remember the girl's name, but the girl that shot up the school. I don't like Mondays.
Oh my God, Mary. Anyways, go on.
Sorry, Lisa. That girl, we kind of got, there's a couple people who are like, we were being too sympathetic to her or being like too nice when normally we're mean. If it's like a man and it's older, we're mean and like hang him high.
I don't disagree with that.
I know. I mean, everyone has a lot to say about every fucking single thing.
See that point. I'm not going to argue. I agree.
Well, I brought it up because I was thinking, is that how I'm going to be about Mary Bell? But the truth is, I honestly believe that Mary Bell is a psychopath. I think anytime she seems sympathetic, it's because she's trying to seem sympathetic.
Right.
I think she's nightmare. Like, we need to talk about Kevin, the bad seed. She's the reality of all of that fiction evil child.
Right. Like nothing can be done.
Now, I think there's a reason she's that way. She may have been born that way because they do talk about how she, from an early age, like didn't bond, but she had this fucking crazy mother. Either way, to me, I'm just want to say it at the start.
I'm not defending her.
I'm not defending Mary Bell.
Okay, but I also want to say another thing about it. Whenever there's like a child molester or a murderer or someone, we talk about their past and we're like, yeah, that sucks. Are we supposed? I don't think we were softer on her. Now
I don't either.
I think we're always like investigating the past of the person who's killing people. That doesn't exonerate them from.
But I think sometimes, when it's personal opinion, which is all of this podcast is.
Yeah.
Sometimes more empathy will come out. Even if you have it, you won't express it. Like, I don't have a ton of empathy for Richard Ramirez, even though he did get hit in the swing and he had the worst uncle in the world.
Yeah.
Whatever.
We're just saying it's understandable that this person didn't become a normal member of society.
Yes. And for me, that's what's interesting to me.
Yeah.
When it's not just, you were born with this defect where you do not have mirror neurons and you do not empathize with other human beings. That's one thing, but like if there's like a little path, you could have been normal.
Totally.
If you didn't experience this parent or this aunt or whatever, it's some awful pit that you fell in your childhood. That to me, that's really what's fascinating.
That's the horrifying. That's the study.
Yeah.
The effect that they killed someone and murdered them and raped and did all these horrible things. That's the effect. There's a cause and effect.
Yeah.
Etc.
Yeah. And the cause is fascinating.
Right.
And if I had A, an education, B, didn't have ADD, I would probably read up on it a ton and become some type of a learned expert about it.
Me too. And instead,
I work in TV, so I am rewarded for not paying attention to anything.
Also, but we do have a true crime podcast, so I think we're good. I think we're basically doing that.
Yeah, we're doing our best. Anyhow,
sorry, go on.
No. So I've always found Mary Bell fucking fascinating.
Totally.
So this happened in 1968.
Ooh, actually, I thought it happened a lot longer ago. That's cool.
68.
Yeah.
And it happened in the inner city suburb of Newcastle in England.
Mm-hmm. That's Stephen King's town, right?
No. In England.
Never mind. Newcastle. No, Castle Rock. It's Castle Rock.
Anyways. Oh, yeah. Castle Rock's he's all about Maine.
Can we just strike all of that from the record?
Yes, absolutely. We're going to go in and edit this down so good.
No, we're not.
No, we're not at all. And we never do. Okay, so she was born to a unwed, unstable 17-year-old sex worker named Betty McCricket. And Betty used to leave her daughter with relatives and acquaintances, just dumped her off anytime she could because she had to go. I guess she would go into Glasgow a lot and work as as a sex worker.
Even as a non-17-year-old sex worker that I was, the thought of having a child at 17,
Nightmare. It's just, it's what a great opportunity for a ton of bad decisions.
Totally.
Like this one, where she once gave Mary to a woman she met on the street outside an abortion clinic.
Shut up.
Yeah. Betty was doing it. So, apparently their household was filthy and sparsely furnished. And Betty's family members said that Betty tried to kill Mary more than once in her first few years of life.
Oh my God.
And tried to make it look accidental. So they all became very suspicious when Mary, quote unquote, fell out a window.
Head trauma.
Possibly. And also when she accidentally consumed sleeping pills.
What the fuck?
So they think she could have definitely gotten brain damage because she had sleeping pills, iron pills. And apparently Betty would feed the pills to Mary and tell them they were candy.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
There are some people who now say that they think Betty probably had Munchausen's by proxy, which is the fascinating disease where a parent gets addicted to the attention and sympathy that they get from a sick child, and so they make the child sick on purpose. It's basically what happened in the movie Seven,
right,
when the barfing girl finally brings him back to her house.
That's a great scene.
No, not
that's
Seven. Fucking
we both. You're like
the other number movie, The Sixth Sense.
Our brains are syncing up because that was just.
Oh, you know what's so hilarious? Yeah, we're. It's like our mistake brains are like. I did the same thing where when I was talking about the Polly Klaas murder, I called it Cloverfield, which is a movie, and the city name where her body was found is Cloverdale. And Adrian, my friend,
The whole time you called it that?
Yeah, I think I only said it once. Adrian texted me and she's like, dude, it's Cloverdale. You went there for softball games. What are you doing? And I was just like, she's like, I'm the only one that noticed, but seriously,
this
it's
is
Cloverdale.
Not a monster movie.
Yeah, grow up.
Maybe you were just trying to protect the town so people so looky-loos wouldn't show up there.
That's right.
And that's what you were doing.
Just stay away from Cloverfield. Yeah. So bad news, obviously, in her upbringing. And so, of course, at school, Mary was known as a chronic liar, disruptive pupil. She, on occasion, would voice her desire to hurt people. She did a lot of kicking and punching and lying. And so all the kids, they would make fun of her a lot because she was just basically a monster and a mess. Mm-hmm. And later on, sorry, I was just trying to figure out but basically later on, it came to be discovered that Mary's mother would use her and sell her in prostitution as well from the age of 4.
Holy shit.
I guess this is another thing that does fascinate me. This is another thing that like that kind of trauma can affect you and does affect your personality.
Completely.
So she was subjected to really awful things at such a young age that they think that probably plays into the psychopathy and the behavior.
Yeah, you're like, this isn't a safe world. Nothing is safe. I need to fucking defend myself.
And I want to start hurting others the way I'm being hurt. Yeah. And it's a way
it's normal.
It's the way children communicate that they're being hurt.
Right.
When they know they're not allowed to talk about it.
Right.
Fascinating.
Totally.
Okay. So on May 25th, 1968, 2 boys playing in an abandoned house found the corpse of 4-year-old Martin Brown lying in an upstairs room. Mary Bell and her friend Norma Bell, who was not related to her, they just had the same last name, followed the boys inside the house. And when the police arrived, the 2 girls had to be ordered out. So they really liked looking at this dead body.
How old were they?
Mary was just about to turn 11.
Okay.
And Norma Bell was 13, but Mary was the dominant of the 2.
Sure.
Like a little more mature and smart. There was no obvious cause of death, so it was assumed that Martin Brown had swallowed pills from a discarded bottle, which was found nearby. Mm-hmm. So the next day, Norma Bell's father caught Mary choking Norma, and he slapped her face and sent her home. She was choking her so bad.
Holy shit.
The day after this little boy died. And later that same day, a local nursery school was vandalized, and police discovered notes that read, "Fuck off," spelled Fuchof. We murder, watch out, Fanny and faggot. Faggot does not mean faggot in England. Just a quick reminder to everybody. I think it means cigarette.
Yeah. Wait, so Fanny is
or a
butt.
bundle of sticks. Fanny means your pussy.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Huh.
In over there. At least I know it does in Ireland.
No, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think they're just trying to write.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Maybe they meant it bad. If they're writing Fanny, they might have meant faggot in the bad way. Who knows? They also wrote, "We did murder Martin Brown. Fuck off, you bastard." Wow. Again, off with one F. So it really says fuck of.
Fuck of.
The cops dismissed when they found the writing, they dismissed it as a prank. So 4 days later, Mary Bell appeared at the Brown residence asking to see Martin. And when she was reminded that Martin was dead.
Wait, she showed up?
She showed up at the dead boy's house asking to see him. And when the adult that answered the door reminded her that Martin was dead, or it was the mother that answered the door. And when the mother said, "He's dead," Mary said, "Oh, I know he's dead. I want to see him in his coffin."
Oh my God. Can you, what would you do? I'd scream. I'd run screaming.
I mean, a little girl too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So 2 months later, 3-year-old Brian Howe goes missing. An immediate search is mounted, and Mary Bell tells Brian's sister that he might be playing on a heap of concrete blocks that had been dumped out in a nearby vacant lot, and which is where he was discovered, dead from manual strangulation, legs and stomach and penis mutilated with a razor and a pair of scissors. The police discover at the scene the letters M and N were scratched into his stomach.
Oh, fuck.
So as the investigation narrows, Mary, somebody that had been walking by said they saw kids around that pile of stones that day. And then when they took the 3-year-old's body into the coroner, he said, it looks like he's strangled, but it's such light force that I think we're looking at a child murderer.
Oh my God.
So then the cops went around and started interviewing all the kids in the neighborhood. And Mary and Norma were both dinged right away because their stories kept changing. Mary acted super weird. They got freaked out by how creepy and weird she was. And Norma couldn't stop giggling.
Holy shit.
So Mary, when the investigation got narrowed onto Mary Bell, she suddenly remembered seeing an 8-year-old boy with Brian on the day he died. And she said that the boy hit Brian for no reason. And that she said that same boy had been playing with broken scissors. But the boy, she was naming a specific boy. She was basically trying to pin it on him, but he had been at the airport that afternoon.
Oh, fuck.
And so the thing that Mary didn't know is that the scissors were confidential evidence. No one knew about the scissors.
Oh, Mary.
That wasn't public.
When you're a fucking 10-year-old murderer, is that you don't understand?
You can't keep your shit in line.
Dude.
Yeah. So
baffling.
She essentially implicates herself with the scissor comment, and she had described them exactly. So she's trying to pin it on the other boy.
Yeah.
And in doing so, she's like, they were silver colored and there was something wrong with them. Like one leg was either broken or bent. So she basically describes the exact scissors to a T.
I mean, smart investigating by the cops that they like figured this shit out pretty quickly.
And can you imagine sitting in a room across from an 11-year-old girl when you see this picture, big blue eyes, little button nose, kind of vacant.
Just think baby Karen.
But just think baby Karen, I was a precious lamb. But she's lying to you. So you're buying her at first, and then she does the old Inglorious Bastards holding up a 3.
And you don't even want it to be true.
Like, you're not even like, we're going to get this guy.
No.
It's like, wait a second, you just said this wrong thing.
Creepy enough that the coroner
Chilling.
says
Yeah.
you're probably going to want to look for a kid because a kid strangled a 3-year-old.
So you probably don't want it to be true. You probably have children of your own. And this little girl is like,
Yeah, the scissors. I mean, the chill that
Chills.
would go down your back. So, okay. I did the slidey thing again, which I always do. So, Brian Howe was buried on August 7th. And the investigative detective was named Detective Dobson. And he was there. And he says, Mary Bell was standing in front of the Howe's house when the coffin was brought out. I, of course, was watching her. And it was when I saw her there that I knew I did not dare risk another day. She stood there laughing and rubbing her hands. I thought, my God, I've got to bring her in or she'll do another one.
holy shit.
So they bring in Mary Bell.
Why are you laughing, psychopath?
Because it's me.
She's also rubbing her hands together right now.
No,
You
because
can't see
I'm
her.
picturing it and it's like why don't they make this movie? It's the creepiest thing of all time.
Seriously.
This is like the Ring, except for the girl has her hair back out of her face and she's like, she thinks she's getting away with it. She wanted to kill that little kid. She killed him. And then she wanted to see his dead body get carried out of the house.
It's just, what's so crazy is the like, you know, when adults kill, they like try really hard to hide it and try to outsmart people. That's like what you do. But this little person who I guess you can argue didn't understand that either death was permanent or what it meant.
Maybe. Or she enjoyed the feeling so much that she had done it. She, you know, because there was some killer that we talked about where they said, I want people to feel on the outside the way I feel on the inside.
Yeah.
Was that one of those Cheshire murders?
Yeah. No.
Or was it the person you talked about last week?
No.
Either way.
Facts. This is factual
This
corner.
is fact-based. It's that thing of like when you finally feel right in the world is when, like, that's how she felt right. She had the power to take his life away and put him in that box. She finally had power.
But she also had to be a little bit arrested
Yes.
she couldn't be smart enough. She couldn't have been smarter than a 10-year-old. She was just didn't understand right from wrong.
You don't think so?
Go on.
Because this is where it gets crazy.
Oh my God. This is where
it shows that she was raised by two criminals because her mother ended up marrying, I think his name was Billy Bell, and he was like a career criminal. And so they clearly talked about being arrested, going in and out of jail and all this stuff. Because when she's arrested, first of all, when they say you're going to be charged with murder, she said, that's all right by me.
Wow.
And when she was in jail, there was a stray cat in jail.
Oh, fuck.
And
Elvis, cover your ears.
yeah, Elvis, you're not going to like this. She grabbed the cat tightly by the neck, and the guard told her not to hurt the cat. And Mary allegedly replied, oh, she doesn't feel that in any way. I like hurting little things that can't fight back. In another incident, a policewoman said that Mary said she'd like to be a nurse, quote, because then I can stick needles into people. I like hurting people.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. So there was kind of a naive quality about it. Then also the jailers, once she was in there, she calmed down a little bit after a while. And a lot of the jailers liked her, the guards, you know, because they said she was very smart. She was very sharp. But she was a chronic bedwetter.
Oh.
Yeah. And she's got one of the pieces, probably two if we count those being overdosed on drugs by your mother.
And dropped out of a window. Sure.
Probably got two.
At least. What's the other one? Fires?
Fire, yeah.
Okay.
No report of fire on her. But she was terrified of going to sleep because she was afraid she was going to wet the bed. And she said to one of the guards, I usually do. And at home, her mother would humiliate her anytime she wet the bed. So she would rub her daughter's face in the pee when she found it. And she would hang the mattress outside so the neighborhood would see it.
And we also all know that chronic bedwetting is a sign that you're being sexually molested, sexually abused.
It can be.
Okay.
I was a chronic bedwetter.
Me too.
Until I was like 9 and I was not molested.
Me neither.
But it is a sign. It's like, it's one of those things that harming animals, like all those things, that's a child that's in trauma and in danger.
Definitely.
It's signs of.
Definitely.
So when they went to trial, Norma was acquitted of all charges and Mary was convicted of 2 counts of manslaughter. So I think they say that Norma was there. Norma had like 8 brothers and sisters or some huge family, and their whole family was there supporting her. And she did a lot of crying on the stand and saying, Mary did it, Mary did it. And Mary did the same thing of saying Norman did it. But all she had was her lunatic mother who was wearing a blonde wig and would freak out so much and cry and do all these things that her wig would fall off. And then she would get up and run out of the courtroom and then come back. And so because of that Munchausen's by proxy, like this was her drama.
Oh, for sure.
She was basically, say in the very slight chance that Mary wasn't guilty, she was condemning her anyway because no one had sympathy for that family. Right. Whereas everyone was like, oh, this little girl's just been set up by Mary Bell.
Yeah.
And then in the tabloids, Mary Bell just became the face of evil for years and years.
Yeah.
They didn't have anywhere to put her because they had never had to deal with sending an 11-year-old girl to jail. So there was like lots of places for juvie for little boys, but none for little girls. So they had to keep her. They kept her in like a separate quarters in a boys' detention center.
Wow.
For a long time until she was in her teens. When she was in her teens, she escaped jail for a little while with 2 other boys, but then they were only gone for 2 weeks and then they went back. She spent up until her like I can't find it now. I think it was like in her mid-20s in jail. Mm-hmm. And then when she got out, all of England was like freaking out. They were super pissed. She made money off a book that someone wrote about her. Again, they were like, we need to pass laws, you know, whatever. There's a really good movie about adult Mary Bell still in the prison system and about to get out that stars Emily Watson and Jim, that amazing British actor, so good in it. But I'll find the name of it, but it's so good. I would recommend it to anybody, but it's a dramatic version.
What's it called?
I'm not sure. I think it was made for TV in England.
Yeah.
So but Emily Watson is the star. So if you look up Mary Bell, Emily Watson, you'll find it.
We'll put a photo of it on Instagram.
Yeah. I can look it up right now, but it's worth watching because they're very empathetic to her. And even though she's like criminal behavior, they really attribute they attribute both of the killings to her abusive, terrible childhood.
Wow.
But I don't know, those things of like, it's one thing, the stories of like the stuff she'd say to the cops, because she would say stuff like, are you going to charge me? Like she had a very adult vocabulary.
She understood
about being in jail and being arrested.
Yeah.
Probably because of her parents. But
so did she got out and then what?
She ended up becoming a grandmother, like a mother and a grandmother.
Wow.
She got pregnant. I don't think she got married. And then she was...
Did she change her name?
They passed a thing where they kept her. Yeah, she now lives under a pseudonym.
Right. And
the British people wanted that repealed. They wanted to make her live as herself.
Oh.
But they continued the ruling that she could live under a pseudonym for the rest of her life.
I wonder if her family even knows. Can you imagine finding when your grandma dies and then you go on her stuff and find her fucking birth certificate?
They must know, right?
Maybe. I bet.
Maybe.
I don't know. Why would you tell them?
I don't know.
Would you want to know
If someone in my family was a murderer?
if your mom had been a murderer?
Yes. I mean, if me right now, yes.
Yeah.
That would be...
I don't think I'd want to find out if my grandma had been a murderer. No, I don't think I'd want to know.
You would not? Mm-mm. Because you just want to keep her as you know her?
Yeah, they're,
Yeah, that makes sense.
Especially at that age. It would make me so sad for her. That she, that... I don't know. What else?
I can't find this movie.
I don't care. Tell me more.
Sorry. No, that's all I have.
Okay. That's a good one.
She's a good one.
She's a good one.
Also, I have this very bad habit where once the actual murder is over, I know people like the facts and stuff like that, but
It's all wrapping up to you.
I don't care.
Listen, we don't care about the 1500s, and we don't care about...
I just want to talk about a child murdering a child is insanity.
Sure. No,
what if you were like hiking through the forest next to that empty lot and you fucking looked over? That is the most upsetting.
And saw the kid killing the kid?
A little girl strangling a 3-year-old. It's insanity.
I just don't think that they have the capacity to understand what they're doing. Like when she said the thing about the cat, it doesn't hurt the cat.
Yes.
I don't think she understood other people, and partly because probably she was psycho, but probably also because she was too young to know the permanence of death.
Yeah. Yeah. Those are big concepts. But also if she was a true psychopath, which the doctors in the trial said she was, a child psychopath that's very dangerous to other children.
Yeah.
But that means that she doesn't have any empathy. So of course she wouldn't think it would hurt the cat because she doesn't
think of anything else as having emotions. And
well,
it's those two kids who kidnapped a toddler from the mall in England. Mm-hmm. What was their names?
Those
little boys.
Yeah.
And they killed him. The weirdest part of that whole story, which I'll never do because everyone fucking knows it, and I just don't remember. Bolger? Was his last name Bolger? Anyways, they shoved a battery up his butt. And to me, that is such a signal that they didn't understand. Like, they were trying to get him to work again.
Oh.
He was dead when they did that. And to me, it's like... I could be completely wrong. They were just...
It's a theory, though. That's interesting.
Him. They might have just been sodomizing him and being horrible.
They could be mimicking what was happening to one of or both of them.
Totally. But a battery specifically, it's almost like a little toy.
Yeah, like that's how it is on an adult.
Yeah. Those kids are also fucking changed their names and are out now.
Really?
Yeah.
Because they're out and living. Yeah, because it happened so long ago. Yeah. I mean, in this movie, in the Mary Bell movie, it is very convincing of like, is something she did as a damaged child, and now she's adult, let her have a life. She's paid the price for being in jail for 25 years or whatever it is.
Yeah, but I bet the people who don't argue that is the parents and the families of the two little boys who got killed, Who
are like, now she's off and having a life, and now she's a grandmother, and they don't have anything.
Yeah.
No, I know. It's rough.
It is.
It's crazy.
You know your favorite summer clothes by what actually makes it into your suitcase.
Find the outfits you'll wear all season long at Quince.
Quince's 100% European linen pants, dresses, and tops are the pieces you'll reach for all summer long. They're lightweight, effortless to style, and they start at just $32.
Their denim is soft and comfortable, and their organic cotton sweaters are perfect for layering when evenings get cold.
Quince's beautiful 14-karat gold jewelry adds a subtle finishing touch.
So I just went to Italy, and you bet I brought my 100% European linen scoop neck midi dress along with me in the color of floral waterfall, and I wore that thing all over Italy. It was like the perfect day to night. It just looked so pretty, and I felt like I looked sophisticated while still being comfortable.
Make your summer wardrobe feel easier.
Head to quince.com/MFM for free shipping and 365-day returns.
Go to QUINCE.com/MFM for free shipping and 365-day returns.
Quince.com/MFM.
Goodbye.
If you're always on the lookout for a great audiobook or just want help figuring out what to listen to next, there's a podcast you should know about.
It's called Earsay, the Audible and iHeart Audio Book Club, hosted by Cal Penn.
Each episode takes a closer look at some of the most talked about new audiobooks on Audible, spanning a wide range of genres from sci-fi and literary fiction to rom-coms, thrillers, and comedy.
Cal is joined by guests who dig into what these stories are about, what makes them stand out as audiobooks, and why they're connecting with listeners right now.
If you're looking for your next listen, this is a great place to start.
Listen to Earsay, the Audible and iHeart Audiobook Club on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Goodbye.
Capture your favorite summer feeling with Pandora Jewelry.
Discover a collection inspired by the sunshine, freedom, and unforgettable moments that make the season so special.
Whether you're planning a weekend getaway, gathering with friends, or simply soaking up every sunny day, Pandora Jewelry offers meaningful pieces designed to celebrate your unique story.
From sun-kissed metals that catch the light beautifully to personalized pieces ready to be engraved with your summer mantra, every detail is crafted to help you express yourself with confidence and style.
Explore charms, bracelets, rings, necklaces, and more, thoughtfully designed to complement every adventure and occasion.
Each design moves with you, from beach days and road trips to rooftop dinners, golden nights, and every memory in between.
Layer your favorite looks, mark life's meaningful moments, and create lasting reminders of a season you'll never want to forget.
Find the pieces that reflect who you are and where this summer takes you.
Shop Pandora Jewelry's new summer collection in-store or online at pandora.net and let your summer unfold.
Goodbye.
What's your favorite murder of the week? Hi.
Mine is also a child murder.
Is it really?
Yeah. Man, this is the
weird.
wrong episode for parents. It is very weird.
That's crazy.
It's very weird. But this is a parental murder. And this one has stuck with me. I've read about it for a long time because there's a photograph of the little girl who gets killed.
You're saying the child is murdered.
The child
murder. Got it.
Child murder. Yes.
Got it.
So there's a photo of the little girl the day before her death that really fucking stuck with me. Mm-hmm. I hope that... Do you hear that?
Yes. It sounds like thunder.
My fucking downstairs neighbor plays some video game, World of Warcraft.
Call of Duty?
Is that a thing? Yes, Call of Duty.
Yeah.
And it's just... So if you hear that, I'm sorry. So Lisa Steinberg, this poor little angel baby...
That's the one. That's the one.
Oh my God, it's heartbreaking.
This is the worst story. Okay, sorry.
It's okay. No, you're right. I'm breathing, not because I'm... Okay. So it's in 1981, 45-year-old Hedda Nussbaum and 46-year-old Joel Steinberg, who was a defense attorney who sometimes handled adoption cases, Joel was. They took custody of an infant girl that they named Lisa, and they illegally adopted her. The child's birth mother had paid Steinberg, the attorney, a $500 legal fee to place the child with a Roman Catholic family, but they just kept her instead. Mm-hmm. They were Jewish. I don't think that matters. But whatever. Anyways. So this Hedda and Joel were a well-educated, they were upper class New York couple. They lived in Greenwich Village in New York City. At school, Lisa's teachers said she was bright and friendly, but they worried about her arriving at school with bruises and chunks of hair missing from her head. Oh. And she would tell them that her little brother, who was also an adopted child, had hit her. And none of them had ever made reports of abuse, which changed a lot of stuff in the system. So there's a photo from Halloween, the day before this big incident happens, that one of the teachers took of Lisa. And in all the other photos of her, she's smiling and cute and lovely. Are you looking at it right now?
No.
Get off your computer. What are you doing?
Sorry.
What are you looking at?
I was trying to find that movie name.
God damn it.
Sorry. That was so rude.
It's okay. And it's just a photo of her at her desk. It's Halloween. All the other children are dressed up. And she's wearing her normal clothes, and she's just kind of staring off, and it's with this sad face, like an empty, sad face. And the next day, on November 1st, 1987, Hedda, the mother, calls the police to report that her daughter had choked on food. That's what she said. And when the police arrived, they found 6-year-old Lisa Steinberg unconscious, and she had multiple bruises on her body, and the mother had claimed that she had fallen a lot lately on her roller skates. But Lisa was nude and had, according to the examiners from St. Vincent Hospital, a huge a huge reddish bruise on her scalp, starting at the hairline, bruises and cuts that look like someone had socked her on the chin, and old healing marks on different colors on virtually every other part of her body.
Oh my God.
I know. And the little brother, who I think was a toddler or baby, was found roped to a chair. He was drinking spoiled milk and was covered in filth. Oh. And this is an upper class Greenwich Village apartment. So fucking neighbors had to know about this. So according to initial reports, on November 1st, at around 7 p.m., Joel Steinberg had somehow rendered Lisa unconscious with severe blows to the head. And what Hedda later said as the reasoning was that Lisa wanted to go, quote, Lisa wanted to go to dinner with her father, but he did not want to take her. And then he inflicted the head injury because she wouldn't stop bugging him about wanting to go to dinner. Before he left the apartment, Lisa was unconscious. So he left, and the mother, Hedda, was alone with the kid who was dying for roughly 10 hours, failing to notify police or medical personnel. Joel left and came back many times. They were freebasing cocaine sometimes together because they were also like weird drug addicts.
Yeah.
And she says Hedda said she didn't call authorities because she believed that Joel had supernatural healing powers.
Oh, God.
And she was waiting for him to come home and fix her, which we'll get into in a bit.
Don't do drugs. If you're going to do drugs, don't adopt children, stupid motherfuckers.
No, don't. So around 6 a.m. the next morning, Lisa stopped breathing. And shortly after, Steinberg called 911 at Nussbaum's urging. Lisa died 4 days later in the hospital, and it was determined the cause of death was a head injury apparently inflicted by what they say was a rubber-headed hammer.
Holy shit.
I know. It's heartbreaking. The St. Vincent doctors, this is according to Joyce Johnson, who wrote a book called What Lisa Knew. The doctors showed a, quote, map of pain on her body.
Ugh.
I know. This poor little thing, man. I wish I... They also, let's see, the house was filthy and contained large quantities of cocaine and other drugs. And the couple was arrested on child abuse charges. New York law stated at the time that if one parent beats a child and the other stays silent about it, each is equally guilty. But
that's good.
I know. But Hedda was late. I mean, is it? Because is that giving any understanding to the other parent who didn't do it, who was probably abused as well and victimized?
True.
We don't know. But
yeah.
So Hedda was later found to have been abused by Joel throughout their relationship. She suffered from 9 broken ribs, a broken jaw, and a broken nose. And if you look at photos of her at this trial and right after this happened, this person is fucking disfigured.
Yes.
Like she had to get cartilage from her, quote, good ear taken out to reconstruct her nose, which had collapsed.
Because he'd punched her so many times?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
So she wasn't prosecuted due to the belief that years of abuse had rendered her incompetent at the time of the murder. And instead...
That makes sense.
Yeah. And yeah, we'll talk about fucking culpability, man.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, she was sent to a psychiatric hospital. When the cops said that when she opened the door to let them in, to help Lisa, she had at that moment 2 black eyes, a split lip, the bridge of her nose was gone, and shards of bony cartilage were protruded and out of her nose. She had a bandage wrapped around her frizzled gray hair to hide spots where clumps had been torn out. She was hunched and moved painfully like an old woman.
Oh my God.
I know. In exchange for her testimony against Joel, Hedda was not prosecuted. And Joel was charged with first-degree manslaughter. Mm-hmm. So, the trial.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Why not murder?
I don't know.
I don't either. Okay.
You know why? Because later it was said that if Hedda had called the ambulance at that moment, Lisa would have survived for sure. So
it wasn't his intent to murder her when he did kill her.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
Breathing. What's around us right now? Seafoam green wall.
We're here in 2016 and not in 80s New York in this horrible apartment.
What do you feel under your hand?
I just remembered as you were describing her appearance, there was an amazing article in Oprah's magazine that Hedda Nussbaum wrote.
Well, she wrote a book.
Did she?
Yeah.
I bet that was just publicity then. And it was just an excerpt from the book. It was unbelievable.
She wrote a book about, she does like talks and about being abusive relationships. And she wrote a book about it that I didn't really want to include because I don't want to make this about.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we, I'm not, she wrote a book.
It's just the side by side of her when she was young, when she first met him, and when she was arrested she looks like an old witch. Yeah. And she was this gorgeous young New York woman.
Yeah.
When she met him.
I mean, this is the problem is I've never been it's not a problem. This is great. I've never been in an abusive relationship before. So I don't know the fucking the head games and the way you have to
rationalize
things in your head because this person you care about is doing these things and you want to believe that they have no control over that. They're not doing it on purpose, that they would never hurt you. Otherwise your whole fucking world is just shattered and
that's right.
Insane. And on top of that, they're freebasing at this point.
I mean, freebasing cocaine is like, you're doing crack. You're crackhead.
You're a psychopath.
Yeah. Okay.
And there was also some weird like cult stuff and they had been convincing her that like mind games with her that she had been sleeping around and had been hypnotized. And there was just some very fucked up mind games with this guy, Joel.
Ugh.
So, all right. So the trial. So this was actually the first trial which turned New York into the 44th state to allow television cameras in the courtroom.
Oh,
and this
hell
was like
yeah.
fucking watched. Like people tuned in constantly for this. Hedda testified that there were clear signs of sexual abuse on Lisa in 1983 when Lisa was 2 years old, but that she did nothing about it. She said that her discovery came. So Lisa had spent 3 weeks with a Long Island couple that the couple partied with. Just let them stay with this couple. And yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
No, you go.
Nothing. I'm disgusted. That's disgusting.
Your face is telling me everything.
It's very upsetting.
And Hedda said, I guess I was changing her diaper. I observed a bruise on her vagina, a large bruise over her vaginal area. It was purplish black and blue. She said she did nothing. And under cross-examination, she said she did nothing about it because she took it to Joel and thought he would handle it. I hope everyone isn't not listening anymore.
No, it happened.
Okay. And, another thing that when she had quoted that when he hit her and Lisa and she went unconscious, he yelled to Hedda, "Look at what you made me do."
Oh, wow.
So during the trial they said that Lisa's injuries were severe, but she would have almost certainly survived if given prompt medical treatment. So this is probably why he had manslaughter. So the jury wanted to convict Steinberg on the more serious charge of second-degree murder, but they couldn't so they could only convict him of the second most serious charge, which is first-degree manslaughter. Mm-hmm. So the judge then sentenced him to the maximum penalty then available. Guess how long that is, Karen?
God, is it 7 years?
8 1/3 to 25 years in prison.
And he's a lawyer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on 2 occasions, Steinberg served his time. On 2 occasions, he was denied discretionary parole because he never expressed any remorse for the killing. He never said he hit her. It was always an argument that something must have happened with Hedda. Yeah, and the girl. But on June 30th, 2004, he was paroled under the state's, quote, good time law, meaning he did good time. He was a good inmate. Congratulations, you killed a kid.
He wasn't a good father.
Yeah.
He was a rotten father and husband.
That's insane.
All right. Okay.
It mandates the release of inmates who exhibit good behavior while incarcerated after having served as little as 2/3 of the maximum possible sentence. After his release, he moved to Harlem. and he works in the construction industry. He continues to maintain his innocence, but there was this really great New York Magazine article where this journalist, I don't have his name, was like, clearly like, this guy's full of shit. He was interviewing his attorney, who's like just a fucking dick lick motherfucker. Excuse me.
Why now?
What? Why
We
now?
say fuck every 5 seconds.
Why? Excuse myself. Excuse me.
Excuse me for that.
Something about dick lick motherfucker was a little more.
That was one step too far.
Weirdly, that's something I say on the regular. Dick lick motherfucker. Learn it. In the magazine article, he like needled Joel, and Steinberg finally admitted that he, quote, pushed his daughter a little, quote, with the soft pad, on your palm. He finally kind of gave in, because the whole article they were trying to, the lawyer was trying to make it seem like Joel was the victim of this like media slander to make Hedda look innocent and him look guilty. And it's like, just what a piece of shit.
Yeah. Damn.
In 2003, Steinberg was ordered to pay Lisa's biological mother, the one who gave her up for adoption, $15 million for the, quote, heinous, outrageous crime of murdering Lisa.
Wow.
Which I'm a little bit like, do you deserve that money?
No, but still, I like the idea he has to pay.
But then a civil suit, Hedda, wanted to collect $3.6 million from Joel for 8 years of beatings she said she endured and the permanent disfigurement she has suffered. Which at that point, I'm a little like, this child died. You need to walk the fuck away.
Yeah.
Or am I being insensitive to?
I mean, there's a lot of ways that we can offend people in this, but this is my stance, because I remember
wanting money is like such
the wanting money is bullshit.
Yeah.
Because I understand that she was in an abusive relationship. I also understand that she was a drug addict, which is, a lot of people don't have empathy for that. Mm-hmm. I do. And I understand that you go into a place that is inexplicable and indefensible a lot of the time.
Yes.
You don't ask for money for doing that. You make reparations. You fix your life. You make your amends. You clear away the wreckage of your past. You don't ask to be paid for the thing you fucked up.
The thing about it is like, you were an adult in this relationship, as mind fucked as you were, as victimized as you were. You stayed in it. You chose to stay in it until this awful thing happened. If that hadn't happened, you would have stayed in it and the children would have still been abused. It just so happens that Lisa died, that you got out of it.
Right.
And there's so many examples, I'm sure listeners too, who have figured out a way to get out of abusive relationships, and how fucking difficult it is and awful it is, but you fucking do it. And that's your choice as an adult.
Right.
So the fact that this woman who had a choice to be in this relationship,
and then after a while,
then wants money.
The money part is problematic, because she is a victim in a lot of ways, but she's also a victimizer.
Yeah.
And there were 2 children in that apartment. I remember reading something where they usually kept the little boy under a flipped over crib. So like a little jail. That's how they kept him.
Like a little cage.
I mean, yeah, it's just so fucked up. It's like, I actually, when that all happened, I read everything I could read about it, because I couldn't believe it was real.
Happened?
Yeah, when it happened. So I was probably like 12 or 13. Yeah. I got my hands on anything, because it was beyond. These weren't like people that you normally saw on TV that were the bad guys. Mm-hmm. These were upscale New Yorkers whose lives had spiraled because of drugs, but they didn't just spiral like, oh, now we're homeless. Oh, now it's all on us. We're bad. Yeah. They made these children live in hell, and they killed these children essentially.
And I mean, not to fucking defend drug addicts, which we've both been, so it's not like I'm fucking talking shit, but like not all drug addicts abuse children.
No.
That's like something you would do before you do drugs too. It's not like I took drugs and became a child abuser.
But I do remember reading something, that article I read that was probably an excerpt from Hedda Nussbaum's book, talking about what an insane control freak from day one he was, and how awful he was, and whatever. you got into it like it's you could see it. You could see where she got led down that path.
Yeah.
But yeah, the idea that she's going to get any amount of money, like the idea that she would even ask for that money, I just think is super gross.
It's the asking for it that immediately puts her in an unsympathetic light.
I mean, from a distance. Also, there was an episode. You were probably too young. There was a show called The Equalizer when I was growing up. And it was basically, they remade it into a movie with Denzel. But when I was growing up, it was an old white-haired man that was basically like some kind of ex-CIA or whatever, who would get hired when things were really bad and there's no cops couldn't help and no one could help. That's when you call The Equalizer.
I know that.
You know it, right?
I know that, yeah.
The opening credits for The Equalizer alone are worth watching.
Oh my God, I love it.
But there was an episode of The Equalizer after this story came out that was so fucking upsetting because it was a little girl whose father was this fucking abusive maniac, but the parents weren't like cokeheads. They were like crazy rich. And it was this father that would like, they'd all had to sit at the table, and it was really, really, really upsetting. And theoretically was like kind of like a reaction of like, it was one of those ripped from the headlines kind of things.
What it's like day to day in reality for these people.
And by the end, I think this little girl that The Equalizer was trying to help, I'm talking about this like it's real. But anyway, it was just that kind of thing that was it pervaded the culture. That story, people went insane about that story. I totally remember it.
It's so troubling. And I think I couldn't find it, but I want to see the laws that were changed because of this, because I remember reading at some point that there was like you must, if you suspect abuse, especially for the teachers, I think you have to report it.
Yeah.
Like there's some kind of law came about because of that, but I couldn't find anything.
Well, the idea that the doctors were saying her body was a map of pain.
Yeah.
And then the teachers
were like, yeah, we saw that. They didn't even say like, we never saw signs. They saw it.
Also, the idea that abusing a 2-year-old is so fucking disgusting. Like when Hedda found that the sexual abuse, like you think about that of like, who were those fucking people?
But what was wrong with her that she didn't, this was her mother, that she didn't immediately think to herself, my child is the important part here.
Yes. Yeah.
Like you take her to one hospital to get treatment for any of these things, and it's an investigation is going to start. Like,
right.
You know, he left for dinner and was gone for hours, and you were with her for 10 hours, and never a moment crossed your mind to go across the hall to your neighbors and say, I need help. Go call, you don't have to call 911 yourself, but like.
But I think there was stories about the fact that she never left that apartment.
Right.
Like she did not leave it.
Right.
And she didn't wear normal clothes. I think it was always pajamas.
Right.
I mean, yeah. You remind me of this crime. I absolutely have to read a book on it now because I remember like I have everything is, you know.
Well, this guy from the New York Magazine article says that the book by Joyce Johnson called What Lisa Knew was really good.
Okay.
So maybe we should both read that.
Yes, let's do that.
Okay. Did you finish the Ted Bundy book yet?
I think I have like 3 chapters left.
I recently was reading, there was a Reddit AMA that someone posted on the Facebook page, an AMA of the psychologist in the prison who was the first psychologist to like talk with Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy called him the first time he escaped off a payphone. I was like, hey, and so he was like, going to ask me anything. It wasn't like super in depth and great, but it was cool. I'll send it to you.
It's not the one that got recorded, is it? Because there's a video of him talking to a guy.
No, yeah, it got recorded, but he didn't post it.
Audio, not video.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a video of Ted Bundy being interviewed that I can't watch.
Oh my God.
I've tried to watch it and I don't want to watch him sit calmly and discuss himself like he's a star. That pisses me off.
What does he talk about?
I think he's being interviewed by a cop.
Oh my God.
But I'm not sure.
I can't wait till we do
but
that.
I've never watched it.
We should do like a special, and we both talk about this, Ted Bundy somehow.
Let's do that.
We can like split it up into parts.
Let's do it. That'd
talk
be
about
good.
this like weird Playboy photo of him where he's like half naked. Have you seen this? Like naked on a bear rug kind of a thing?
Oh, yeah. Posing.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
He's staying sexy as fuck.
Ted Bundy is ridiculous. The way that story is written and the fact that Anne Rule, as a writer and as a crime person herself, was there at that. It's the craziest coincidence or, like happenstance or whatever, fate, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And it's such a good book.
Yeah.
It's so readable.
Yeah. Well, this was a fucking party of
none.
none. This was a sad child murder episode.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Elvis.
Guys,
listen. Oh, go to. We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. We have emails.
We need to do another mini and read a bunch of hometown murders.
Stuff that doesn't make me cry. I need to go to therapy more than I already do.
There's just so many. It just keeps coming. That's the thing is we really dug ourselves a real hole by getting into this topic because it's all we do.
I know.
That's all we talk about.
I'm fine talking. Like, it really makes me feel better that I have a point in reading about all these murders instead of just doing it like I did before.
Yeah, that's very true because I'm going to read it either way.
Right. But there are some that just affect you more, like probably for a lot of people, child murders.
Yeah.
But thank you for, we love you guys and we appreciate you listening, and you should tell a friend about this.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And if nothing else, just stay sexy and
don't get murdered.
Okay.
Elvis, want a cookie?
This may surprise you, but clothes that feel good and look good don't have to be mutually exclusive.
Designs that make you feel as good as you look is what Hill House is known for.
Hill House Home invented the viral nap dress.
Hill House makes fun, versatile fashion that elevates your look. I now own 3 nap dresses. I love them. They're so comfy and cute. Pockets for days. Get 15% off your first order of $100 or more at hillhousehome.com with code MFM15.
That's MFM15 for 15% off at hillhousehome.com.
Goodbye. While the world watches the stars at the FIFA World Cup, Hyundai has its eyes on the next generation of talent.
The future soccer stars who are already turning heads at age 14.
Because next doesn't wait for an invitation.
And Hyundai doesn't either.
Hyundai has always moved the future within reach.
Hyundai did it by making advanced safety standard on every vehicle.
And by engineering EVs with ultra-fast charging capability.
And Hyundai continues doing it every day because the future isn't some far-off concept. It's already here.
Next starts now.
Hyundai, an official partner of FIFA.
Goodbye.
If audiobooks are your thing, or if you've been meaning to listen to more of them, you should check out a podcast called Earsay, the Audible and iHeart Audiobook Club, hosted by Cal Penn.
Each episode spotlights standout audiobooks on Audible across all kinds of genres: sci-fi, comedy, romance, thrillers, and more, with Cal talking to guests who help break down what makes each story worth listening to.
It's a fun, easy way to discover your next great audiobook.
Check out Earsay on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Goodbye.